To close out this discussion, we'd like everyone to share. Everything has been great with the information. We want to talk about what can be done now for women's rights and equality in Georgia. And I'll start off and then I'll kick it to the rest of the panelists. I'm just going to start off by saying with voting. With all these issues that we just said, we can take power and have our voice in voting. And I'll kick it to Jennifer, Amber, Randy, Sabashri, and Dabney to give your comments.
Great.
Jennifer first.
Repetition is key. Medicaid expansion. Women need to be healthy. We need to make sure that women can afford to see a doctor whenever they need to. I encourage everyone to go to coverga.org and engage there in the issue and send a note to the governor as well as members of the legislature calling for the state to expand Medicaid now.
Amber?
I would say supporting postpartum Medicaid extension, engaging your legislators, letting them know, even if House Bill 1114 passes, we need the funds to make sure that is covered for that period of time, as well as protecting the funds for maternal mortality reduction initiatives across the state.
Randy.
Hello, I want to plug the HEROES Act, which is actually a federal act, but you can still ask your federal congressperson and senator to support it. And so this would allow for cash payments, protections for essential workers, premium pay and family care for essential workers, including with child care, access to COVID-related testing, an extension of unemployment insurance benefits, as well as earned paid sick days and paid sick time off. So I would encourage people to definitely support the HEROES Act, and also just echo the other panelists about the budget here. They're making some very deep cuts to the budget here. So please talk to your local state representative, state senator about the cuts that are making to the budget right now, because they're cutting a lot from education and public health and community health. And obviously we don't need that. That's going to disproportionately affect women of color and Black women.
Okay. Quickly, Sabashri. We're having a problem hearing your audio, so we'll come back to you till we get that fixed, and let's go to Dabney.
Thanks so much. I think I'll circle back around to your original point, Jewel, and say voting, but not just in November, right? Because we have some runoff elections taking place in August 11th here in the state, and those are important. The other thing that I would call for in terms of a call to action is that we've had some really promising and positive decisions from the Supreme Court in the last couple of days, protecting LGBTQ rights as well as DACA recipient rights. We are expecting a decision in the June medical case, which is a reproductive rights abortion related case. And regardless of how the court finds in that case, if the court finds on the behalf of the state of Louisiana, I think that we can expect to see the introduction of some trap law legislation here in Georgia. And so we should be on the lookout and we should ready ourselves to fight against it. If the state finds in the case of June medical on behalf of the plaintiffs, then I still think that we should expect similar kinds of legislation as we've seen with HB 41. That battle continues in the courts, and the ACLU of Georgia has requested a permanent injunction, and hopefully we'll be able to hear news about that soon as well.
Okay, and let's go straight on to our final comment.
Thank you. I apologize for the technical difficulties, but I wanted to plug legislative transparency. All people in Georgia should be able to know what is being said in their state houses and be able to hold accountable their representatives for what they put forth and the ideas that they put forth. So write to your congresspeople, write to your state legislators, and demand legislative transparency.
Thank you all so much. Listen, that concludes our panel today. Thank you again for all the panelists, all your information. And now we will close out our discussion today with Andrea Young, who will share what is next.